Hey, hello bro, long time no see. How are you?
Not so good, bro. I've been diagnosed with high blood pressure and other health problems. This is my medical bill and my report. Can you help me submit a claim?
Wow, so sorry to hear about that, bro. Okay, let's first go over the policy and see what we can do. So, I want to ask you first, have you had any health issues before? Because over here in my records, it says that you are in good shape when you sign up for the insurance.
I wasn't obese back then, but then these past few years I've been working very hard and I've been sleeping less and less every day. I didn't know it would affect me so much. I can still submit the claim, right?
Yes, I understand. Don't worry, the claim I will settle.
Thank you, bro.
No problem, bro. Claim again. Confirm kena my boss lah.
Guan Hui, do you realize how many claims are coming in the obesity-related health issues? This is out of control, and what's happening with all this claim? We can't keep approving at this rate.
I'm very sorry, boss. I understand where you're coming from. But it's only recently that all our clients have been coming in with these weight-related health problems. It's out of my control.
I don't care about the details. These claims are stacking up, and we can't keep playing out like this. We are going to suffer a loss if we don't do something. Okay, so we need a solutions. This can't keep going. The last thing we want to increase premium across the board, but we can't receiving such a lot of claims like this.
Yes, boss. I will fix this.
Wow, Guan Hui just came out from war zone.
This boss Han keep complaining about the rising claims again, especially those related to the fat people. It's not even my fault.
Yo, what's the issue?
It's just all these clients, when they sign up, they weren't obese. And now they're making all these claims for health issues that come from being overweight. How are we supposed to deal with this?
Relax. I get it. It's like they're all suddenly gaining weight and they all need healthcare at one go. But what are you going to do about it?
I don't know. I'm trying to find a way to balance these claims without raising the premiums for everyone. It's so hard to please these clients and bosses at the same time. I really don't know what to do.
Why not? We try to incentivize clients' healthier lifestyle and restructure the premium model according to their health conditions.
That's a great idea. Let me work on it. So for our problem statement, obesity-related health issues have led to a surge in insurance claims, posing a significant financial challenge for insurance companies. The rising cost of underwriting and payouts threaten long-term profitability and sustainability. To address this, we examine how insurers can redesign their premium structures to better account for obesity-related risk factors. It also explores strategies to incentivize healthier behaviors among policyholders, aiming to mitigate financial risk while supporting public health improvements. For IID for the data means that all samples are equally likely to come from the same distribution and are independent of one another. In our context, the population is the residents of Singapore. Each sample point, which is a random Singapore resident, must follow the population distribution of all residents in Singapore. In order to be aligned with IID principles, we collected random data samples from across the country in order to represent the full population of Singapore residents. We also ensured that every resident that we collected data from had no correlation to one another. In order to display the data collected into a normal distribution, we collected 50 data points, satisfying the condition of CLT, which requires at least 30 samples. Hence, using CLT, we are able to assume our data into a normal distribution to allow us to make inferences about population parameters using sample statistics.
Moving on to the hypothesis testing, we tested whether people who sleep at least 7 hours a day have a lower BMI. H0 means there's no difference or higher BMI for those sleeping 7 hours or more. H1 means lower BMI for those sleeping more. Using a one-sided t-test, we obtain a p-value of 3.742 multiplied by 10 to the power of -6, which is significantly below 0.05. This allows us to reject the null hypothesis with high confidence. This means that there is sufficient statistical evidence that people who sleep at least 7 hours a day have a lower BMI. Proper sleep contributes to maintaining a healthy weight and reducing health risk.
We will now calculate the skewness of each of the variables in order to determine if we should conduct a log transformation for our regression analysis. So, we have decided to use the 5 independent variables to estimate our dependent variable BMI. Using R, we input all the different variables and calculate the skewness. As you can see, none of the variables are above 1 or below -1, which means they are all not highly skewed. Thus, log transformation is not required. Now, moving on to the regression analysis, we can see that based on the estimates, the regression equation is as such. And based on the p-value, we can see that the calorie intake kcal per day has a p-value of 0.00606, which means it is statistically significant even at the 0.01 significance level, telling us that calorie intake has a significant impact on BMI. Since the coefficient for calorie intake is positive at 0.002603 units, you can say that for each additional kcal consumed per day, BMI is expected to increase by 0.002603 units, holding all other variables constant. However, the p-value for sleep duration hours per day is 0.147. This means that with the inclusion of other variables, sleep is no longer statistically significant.
Now we calculate the Pearson correlation coefficients between all numeric variables in the dataset. The correlations matrix is visualized using a correlations heat map with eclipse method, where red eclipse indicate negative correlations. Blue eclipse indicate positive correlations. The darker and thinner at the eclipse, the stronger the correlation is. We observe that caloric intake is positively correlated with BMI, aligning with our regressions analysis finding. On the other hand, physical activity show negative correlations with BMI. To further explore the relationship between physical activity and BMI, we constructed a scatter plot accompanied with a fitted regression line. Each point represents an individual, plotting their weekly physical activity hours against their BMI. The downward sloping blue regression line indicates that as physical activity increases, BMI tends to decrease. This visualization supports our regression analysis where physical activity was identified as statistically significant negative predictor of BMI with a p-value of equal to 0.015.
1 week later.
Good morning, boss. Remember the problem of the rising claims? I finally found a proposal that might help balance the situation.
Good job for finding the solution with such a short period. Let's proceed with your proposed idea.
With all the analysis we have, our proposed health-based insurance premium model ensures fair pricing by adjusting premiums reflecting on health risk. Higher physical activity and lower calorie intake lowers BMI, which we validated using the regression and correlation analysis. Clients with active lifestyle enjoy lower premium, while inactive individuals may face higher rates. To encourage healthier habits, we introduce a no-claim discount. Clients maintaining a healthy BMI and not claiming insurance can receive premium discounts. To track this accurately, we will partner with government for a wearable fitness tracker to monitor activity levels. However, there are challenges. High-risk individuals may switch companies to avoid high premiums, potentially reducing the client base. Additionally, fitness tracker data may not be always reliable, leading to inaccurate premium adjustments. However, despite these limitations, we believe that this model promotes healthier lifestyles, reduces long-term claims, and creates a sustainable insurance system benefiting the client and the insurance company.
Yes! I'm gonna buy the new plan. I'm gonna start running today!